So I want to give you guys a rundown on how to achieve, how to manifest your dream life, and this is something that can happen much easier and much faster than you think. And there's something I've noticed over the years from all the clients that I have coached. The biggest issue, the biggest mind block, it's like this roadblock that they just can't seem to get over. And there's also people who made that happen. And when you can get over that initial hump, you would be surprised how fast things come together. They have exceeded their own expectations. They have exceeded my expectations of what I thought and what they thought they could have done. That's how fast you can really break through, and some people have no idea how close they are. Bro, it's on God at the end of the day, but life can change like this. Some of you have probably felt so much pain over the years of not being where you want to be, etc., 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 but you could be right there. There could be one block, one roadblock, one mind block. You just can't make that initial right decision. This is what I've come to notice that is holding people back the most. There's things in my life in the past that severely held me back. Severely. There was nothing I could do until I put myself in a certain position, and things happened rather easily after that, because that's all that was needed. And I've said it a million times on this channel, bro, like, it's not only about what you do, it's also about what you don't do. You could be doing all the right things, you could be exercising perfectly, getting the right sleep, getting everything. If you're around toxic people and you're trying to manifest your dream life, it's not going to happen. They will block you, they will get in your head, they will make you feel how you don't want to feel. It's going to stunt your growth. It's going to do worse than you think. Me looking back, seeing how it was, seeing how things are now, it's clear as day. And I was able to get over those humps when I changed my circumstances. That's what it takes. If you can just get over those initial humps, you're off to the races. And it don't mean it's necessarily going to happen like this, but you're on the right path. Some people can't even get on the right path. Like, there's a road we all have to go down to get to a specific place. What I've come to realize, most people can't even get on that road. And that's what you have to do to get to where you want to be. And sometimes it's the hardest part. It was the hardest part for myself. That's how I know. But I always had it in me. I made it happen. It just took time. Some of you are in certain situations right now you don't necessarily want to be in. It's about using your mind, outsmarting circumstances to get yourself out of those circumstances, to put yourself on the right path, on the right road, on the right track. And it's about breaking those curses in the mind that's holding you back. It's about breaking those things in your mind that's stopping you from taking action on the things that you should be taking action towards. It can be difficult, but those are the mind blocks you have to get past. And there's something else I want to read here. In order to manifest, I wrote a couple notes down here. You have to get clear on what you want. So that can be even hard when you're in the wrong place. Everything started with me when I got by myself, and I tell everybody this, bro. 555 in the phone, look at that. repeating number. I tell everybody this. Live alone for 1 year and your whole life will change. Some people can't even live alone. Some people can't put themselves in a position to live by themselves. You might have a toxic wife. You might have kids. You can't live alone. You might have a husband. You can't live alone. You might have roommates. You can't live alone. If you could just put yourself in a position to live alone for 1 year, your whole life will change. And obviously you have to focus. Obviously you have to take your time seriously in that 1 year. Just like I did. That's all it took. Even before then, bro, I was doing everything. I was doing all the right things, but there was things around me at that time that was bothering me, that was holding me back. That's why I'm saying you can do all the right things, but if there's things that's holding you back around you, you're screwed. You are screwed. That's why it's so important to get by yourself, to manifest your dreams. Unless it requires being around teammates, other people, etc., etc. Even if you live alone and you have the wrong coworkers, you have people you don't even like at your job, that can hold you back as well. You can't let it. Like whenever you leave there, you have to get home and you have to get focused. There's so many things, bro, and like, I didn't fully understand this stuff either before I went through it, but now that I've been through it, been there, done that, been long gone through it, I literally understand to a T how it works, how life works. And it was because of my willingness to figure it out. You have to have such a strong desire on the life you want to live that almost nothing else creeps into mind besides what you're gonna do. Like, you can't live that casual life, bro. You can't be thinking all the time, where's the fun? Where's the party? Who am I gonna talk to with today and hang out with and all this stuff? And you're just, you don't even care. I want to be successful, bro, but yet all you can still think about is the party, is the chicks. Having a good time, right? Have fun manifesting your dreams with that kind of a mindset, because it's not going to happen. You really have to get serious about your shit. Like, you have to get serious. And I say it this intensely because it's just this true. You don't have to feel stressed every day, but bro, it's like, calm yourself down. Calm everything down. Calm your mind. And just think. How can I do this? How can I do that? It's called brainstorm, bro. That's all I did for like a year. That's why getting by yourself, being in peace, is so important. Because you have to be able to think straight. You have to be able to think straight and then put yourself in a position to start taking action towards certain things. That's what it's going to take. Something else as well. Uncover your why. You're going to do what you're going to do. Ask for it. Trust and believe it. Take the action. Take the action that's necessary. You have to believe in what you're doing. Why wouldn't you? The whole time, you don't know for sure if it's going to happen, but you have to believe it's going to happen. There's still going to be those little voices in your head like, is this really going to happen? But you still have to believe it, and you still have to take action, because if there's even something where, oh man, I don't think it's gonna, like, I don't know, man. Like, you have to get that out of your head and just believe it's gonna happen, because that's going to give you a much bigger and better edge. I had that mindset towards things that didn't even pan out for myself. That's the truth. but it made me so much stronger. Going through loss, going through the discouraging times, it's going to motivate you even more. And if it doesn't, and that defeats you, then you're not cut out for the W. You're not cut out to manifest your dream life. That's the truth. The second I knew for a fact that a path that I was pursuing in the past was over, and this just is not it. And I stuck with it for years and years and years. I finally come to terms. Damn. I know it's not it now. And I instantly went on a different path instantly. Started doing other things instantly. Was so involved with other things because when you know something is not for you, like you just know for a fact. And if you're a winner, you're going to start going after other things instantly. All that time you put into certain things, it's going to come to a halt. It's going to come to a stop. It's going to come to an end. And you're going to start going very fast down another path. That's what's going to happen. And most of the time, that second choice, that second decision, that second path will be the one. Most of the time. I've heard so many successful entrepreneur stories, bro, where this is what happened. Ed Milet, he had a massive big dream of becoming a baseball player, playing in the MLB. And by the time he was 22, that dream got crushed. And he just knew he wasn't gonna make it. He just knew. He just wasn't good enough by a bit. And he knew it. He ended up back at his parents' place on his parents' couch. He took this job helping people out, and he discovered his purpose that way. And now he's one of the most successful entrepreneurs on earth. Highly influential person. How about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Before WWF/WWE, he was a big football player. He was close to the NFL. And he didn't make it. It didn't pan out. His dreams got crushed. In 1997, he had $7 in his pocket and he was broke, but he said, one day I knew I wouldn't be. Not too long after that, he's in the WWF. He becomes one of the biggest stars. He's so electrifying. He's such a fan favorite that only in a couple of years he starts filming movies and he's the highest paid actor and he's world famous. It worked out way better. He made way more money. He became way more famous. He didn't have to sacrifice his health the way he would have in the WWE, WWF, because that is a rough business. These guys, or in the NFL, I mean, that business is rough too, but he didn't stay in it for too long. But the NFL, bro, is next level. You're talking head-on collision car crashes when you're running into other players. That didn't happen for a reason. God wanted something else for him, and it's almost like he knew it, and it was that second big path. The same thing happened to me. The same thing can happen for you, but it's about you being conscious enough, taking the right action, whether something that you're going for is going to work out or not, and that big second thing could be the thing. So don't ever stop what you're doing. Always believe in what you're doing, no matter what. Even when you get those little thoughts in your mind, is this really it? Just keep going. Because you're going to get a strong answer at some point down the line. If it is or isn't. And when you get that, it is the right answer. It either is or it isn't. And if it's not, you are going to start doing something else immediately. There are so many things that we could all do. There's so many different things. There's so many different paths and ventures we could take. So many. And like I said, ditch what's holding you back. You have to ditch it. It's those roadblocks like I was talking about, bro. Like, you could even be involved with toxic family, toxic friends, a toxic group. You have to leave behind what's holding you back. These are decisions I made in my late teens, early 20s. Like, you guys have no idea. Those are decisions I've made at that age. I went from partying, being around the wrong people, blah, 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 to all of a sudden instantly stopping and instantly doing the right things. That put me on the right path. So you have to stop and really think things through. You have to be able to be intelligent enough to stop the roadblocks, to stop those curses in the mind. It's about breaking the curses, possibly breaking generational curses. And the last thing I just want to say, and this one for me is very hard. Acknowledging my process or acknowledging my progress is not hard, but celebrating is. And I know many other people, it's hard to celebrate, bro. It's hard to celebrate yourself. It's hard to celebrate your progress because you just want to make so much more. That's why it's hard. If you feel like you just won in life, then it could be over. Not literally, but it's going to slow you down. That's why there's no stopping the storm, bro, once you're on that path. Why? But sometimes it can be good, you know. Sometimes it can be good to celebrate a little bit of things here and there, but don't overdo it. Because if you go to bed on a win, you're going to wake up with a loss. That's why you got to keep pressing forward. That's why it's hard for me personally to celebrate my achievements, accomplishments, etc., etc., etc. One day it won't be as hard. But that's something to keep in mind. Don't celebrate too early. You can be proud, but still push it forward. It's stuff like that. You definitely should be, but don't be too much. Some people do the littlest shit and it's, oh my God, I did this, I did that. That's not me. There's just so much more to do. I know what I'm going to do. So why even spend seconds doing that? I can feel like proud, but not to celebrate and all this stuff. There's just too much to do. There's lots to do. So, and that's just a sign of a winner. That's what winners do, bro. They're thirsty, they're hungry, they're going for it. That's what I recommend. Leave no stones unturned and go out there and manifest a dream life that you desire. And like I said, I've been with so many people over the years. The biggest problem is those roadblocks. And for the ones that can get over, usually see crazy progress pretty fast, and they get so much clarity. They get so clear on what they're doing. And they make it happen. And this is stuff I'm good with, bro, because I've been through the process of how it really works, of how it really is. And just speaking about it, it makes you feel the toughness of it, but if you're cut out for it, then you are. Some people are, some people prove to not be. There's something else for you. There's a different life for you. Not everyone has to have this amazing path. It's just not the world. But it could be for you. And it might not be for you. But you'll figure that out. But this is something initially that I'm very good at helping with. And some people pull through. And some people don't. And it just might not have happened yet, and they might later on. Sometimes it takes things to click. Some people can get blessings at 35. Some people can get blessings at 45. Some people can be blessed. Some 18 crazy-year-old kid can make millions and millions and millions and be blessed. Everybody's life path is different. You just got to put your mind in the right places to capitalize. Get rid of the roadblocks. And initially, manifest your dream life.